Hi guys, and welcome back. So let's work on the smoke, and quickly I'm gonna gain this down a bit. I think it's very bright. Something like that. And I'm gonna give it a red tint or an orange tint, yeah, something like that, to blend in better with the geometry. Okay, let's work on the smoke. So this is the smoke, and we did some tweaks here. We can copy that and reapply the same thing, and if I shuffle the lights, we can also work on the smoke. Now we have to stay balanced. We have to stay aware of what we're doing in the main pass, because we can easily make the smoke look off compared to the original lighting or the lighting that we have in the beauty pass. We have to be careful with this, but there is room to improve the visual of the smoke even when we break this rule a bit. So what I'm gonna do is, because this is super bright, I'm gonna use a gain node, a grade node, and reduce this by 4, so 0.25, and then we can improve on this. So as it is, I like it. I don't want to change it too much, but maybe there's more data. And with the smoke, the more light you have, the better. The more variation you have, the better. And a very important part of the visual of smoke in general is to have a nice silhouette. So see this blue, for example, effect. I will accentuate that. I will make it, more clear across the board. So when I find a light that does that, I'm gonna enhance it. And let's see if we gain this up. Let's see how it looks. So this one, it's not adding contrast, it's not adding interesting details. I'm gonna skip it. I don't need it. The red one I like, because this one is very important in the scene, and I'm gonna try to make it look more present. So I will do a similar trick. I'm gonna gain this down. I'm gonna use a hue shift. And let's gain it down. I don't want it to oversaturate. I'm gonna plus this. So this and then this. Okay, and the sky is pretty cool. I like it. I like what we're seeing. I like these dark areas, but everything is pretty lit, so adding it is not gonna make any difference. So this is cool, and it's very dim, so it means it's not visible in the main scene. So I'm gonna add it. And let's increase this to 100. Okay, let's keep going. Top, this is okay. This is also okay, but let's try this maybe towards the end. Yeah, I like this one. So I'm gonna gain it down to try and squeeze and only have it touch on the edges, something like that. And I'm gonna plus it on top of all of this. So before and after. And I think this is very bright, so I'm gonna lower it. That's it. I'm not gonna do much for the smoke because I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna copy the alpha channel back. And let's merge it with our scene. So I'm gonna use an over on this one, and it's already an over. So I think overall it's very bright in the center, but I think in the beginning it's working pretty well. So yeah, the center is quite bright across the board. and I think the smoke is overall brighter than the main scene. So let's try a few things. Let's try and gaining it down 0.5. Yeah, something like that. You see, it feels better integrated, and I think the intensity of this light is very, very strong. So I'm gonna go back and tune it down, something like that. And even though this is not gonna make a lot of sense, sometimes it's nice to wrap the environment around the smoke. So here I'm gonna put down a light wrap, plug it in here, and I'm gonna tell it to take this image and wrap it around this. So if I increase the intensity, you will see that we're getting these glows, but also the edges. So let me turn this off. See, we're getting this edge glowing around, and it just takes all of the background or this information, blurs it, and then mask it with the alpha channel. And I'm gonna blur the foreground. I'm gonna blur the background, just to fake the diffuse scattering onto the scene, onto the volume. And I'm gonna lower the intensity, and we can turn off this because it will respect the brightness of the background better. And if we look now, it has better integration. You will see this glow. It's not a glow, it's different. So we'll keep it very light. Okay, let's keep going. The next pass is this the Atmo, and I'm gonna copy all of this because it's similar. I'm gonna paste it here, and first we need to grade it down, and let's see what we have. So we have this light, we have this, and it's not working. So I'm not gonna use any of that. I'm gonna shuffle this, and let's gain it down to 0.2, and let's find the cool lights. So this one is cool, this one is not. I don't see interesting information there. This one is not. It's very uniform. This one is for sure. This one is too. I really like this, so I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use this. Let's see what this one is. It's very uniform. I'm not going to use. So this is my 4 lights that I've decided to use for the Atmo. Let's merge them together, and let's make sure this grade is grading everything properly. And I'm gonna gain this down. I don't need it to be present that much. Let's look at this first. Yeah, I don't need it to be present that much. I'm gonna increase the back light and maybe gain it down, something like that. This one I'm going to desaturate. Yeah, something like that. And this one I really like, so I'm gonna gain this up, and I'm gonna gamma it. I'm just gonna get more contrast from this. So let's gain it down even more, and I'm gonna take these and multiply them with a different color, and then merge it on top. So plus. So from this to this. Okay, and let's see. So this one is very cool. Let's desaturate this. And this is what we have. We can shuffle copy. It really depends. Sometimes we have to, sometimes we don't. It depends on the final result. And this is my Atmo alpha at the moment. I'm gonna combine it with the main pass. Which is this. And this, I'm gonna delete all these other nodes. And this is what we have with the smoke, with the fog added on top. And to make the fog appear or more visible, the only solution is to gain down the background. So, you know, the less bright the background is or the image is, the brighter the smoke is going to be. We won't be able to have both elements. But what I found helpful is this teapot mode that mixes in, changes the intensity of the background based on the intensity of the fog. And it tends to, you know, make it look better integrated overall. So let's go back. And again, this is quick tweaks. We definitely need more time. This is the initial comp with the aim to get everything to look well balanced. So I'm desaturating that light. And because the camera is changing quite a bit with the fog and everything, it's very important to play it through and see what needs to be tweaked. And in some cases, we have to animate various lights, like this front, for example. Not various lights, but this front. I would want it to be brighter towards the end. So I'm going to set a key. And then as I go back, I don't want it to be this distracting, so I'll reduce it. Like this. Okay, so I'm going to go with this for now. And I want to work on the other passes. So the sparks and the blue energy. And we'll do that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching and see you in a bit.